How's it going, everybody? We now have Sterling Hall, our former guitarist and one of the founding members of This Is a Train Wreck,
Hey
with us,
y'all.
and we're going to be talking about the single "Like a Hero," which, oddly enough, people don't know was originally titled "You're No Savior."
Right.
That got a facelift, and Sterling here not only wrote the lyrics for Like a Hero, but also um, changed the name to Like a Hero.
Mm.
So yeah, man. Anyways, introduce yourself. Yourself. Tell us what you've done in the band, and
Okay. So Sterling Hall, like Paul said, founding member. Paul and I kind of started. Well, Paul had the name for the band. Him and I working at a coffee bean in the middle of a mall. Decided after finding mutual interests in bands and stuff, let's fucking play music together. So him and I started off with two acoustic guitars, going to like open mics and trying to tie shit up, which is fun because it
uh,
started off. Paul, we're playing all your original songs that you wrote. I think what we had maybe
yeah,
four in a cover.
yeah,
And it always started off so good, and then halfway through, you just start hearing me scream, my voice cracking through. I remember we had one show in this little like sidebar,
mhm,
and everybody was with it at first, but then like I'm playing acoustic. I didn't even have like the Woody or anything yet, so I was like really close up to the mic, and
yeah.
I pulled back and started screaming. And I just remember seeing some people's faces like, "What the fuck did we start listening to?" But that's how it started. It moved into four-man piece. We pulled in Johnny on bass. We had Brandon on drums at first, and it slowly evolved into what This Is a Train Wreck is now, give or take a few band members,
Yeah.
a few more good songs.
Yeah.
More good songs.
So, um, yeah, the song's coming out on Friday, April 19th.
Hmm.
Gonna be asking you some questions, just kind of like pick your brain and
For sure.
see some stuff here. Um, like I said, Sterling's a mastermind behind the lyrics, which um, I got to tell you because I don't think I have. Again, I'm not going to say where. I'm not going to say who. We played a show, and after we finished the song, we were packing up because it's generally our last song that we play.
Yeah.
And as I was packing up or whatever, the people who were like running sound or managing the stage, one of the dudes came up to me with like tears in his eyes. And he was like, dude, thank you guys for that song so much. It means
Yeah.
so much that I can ever explain. And like, I could tell he kind of wanted a hug, but he was like, I'm at work, so it's not professional to do that. I was like, oh man, I'm glad. So you did
I'm glad
a
too.
fantastic fucking job with that. It's one of my favorite songs that we have.
I like hearing that. I mean, that means a lot to me
Yeah,
because I mean, this song was, I think, kind of the only one I kind of went solo on lyrics
yeah,
that we didn't share. I shared a few with Johnny and stuff, but this is the one that gets like constantly played now, and it kind of blows me away.
yeah.
This is
All right.
Jagger, by the way. He jumps into like everything now, so
What up, Jack?
gonna have to deal with him.
All right. All right. So I'm going to jump into some questions here. I'm actually going to give you a few more questions than I gave the other guys. Um, let's see. What was your creative process during this particular song, and how did it differ from any of the other songs that you had a hand in with This Is
Well,
a Train?
this song, I mean, I'm living in Utah now, so I'm what 800, 900 miles away
Mhm.
from the rest of the band. Um, the lyrics came from I was going to school again full time in my 30s, working full time. I was going through failed relationship after relationship, finally going to therapy, but still no motivation to do anything. My anxiety was just through the roof. My motivation to do anything was fucking terrible. So I did what any fucking angsty guy does, started journaling. A lot of my lyrics started coming from what was coming out of my journal. This song, the lyrics especially came together pretty quick because I was just sitting in my bed at 3:30 in an afternoon. You know, my iPhone had 7 different messages on it, still just sitting on the side of the bed. And it all came pretty fucking quick
Yeah.
compared to like working with other band members in the past to write lyrics,
Mm.
tying what we had together. So
Yeah.
this was just all out of my head.
Yeah. Right
Which
on.
sucks. Sometimes it's scary in there.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. I have the same fear of being alone with my own thoughts. That's why I always have like music playing, or right now I'm in a hotel in Fresno and I have fucking King of the Hill going.
There you
Uh,
go. I just have animals around me constantly.
nice. Um, yeah, I do remember like I wanted to do something with this song.
Mm,
I like sat on this song for a while, and it was actually supposed to be the newest last song that my first band, Axis K, was going to put out. Um, Shout out to Ben, Kirsten,
that's right.
Jonathan, and Johnny. Different Johnny, not our Johnny. Um, but I don't know, nothing against them. I just didn't feel like it was the right time to actually breathe life into the song. I had my own like lyrics or whatever.
Hmm.
What I had would eventually um, turn into a song called "You're No Savior" that we actually like restructured with Yotam, and I still had like all the music for "Like a Hero," and I was like, I don't want this to go to waste because
Hmm.
this is like a fun song. Like, what can we do with it? And I remember just taking a shot in the dark. I was like, hey, man, what can you do with this? Because
Yeah.
I am stuck.
Well, you sent it to me too, like no lyrics or anything, because you didn't want your lyrics to sway, but you had it labeled like a
Mm,
hero.
mm.
Just the
Oh,
whole sound bite of all the music. That's why I stuck with it, because I was like, oh shit, no, I like that. I can do something with that.
mm,
And that's where the name came from. And that's when I threw it into the chorus too, because I tied around that immediately.
shit. I
Yeah.
didn't remember
You
that.
didn't remember
Damn
that?
bloods. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, but very happy how it turned out. Um, it is a fan favorite, and it's like one of those, like right before we play it, I kind of give a little speech and tell people like, if you have depression or anxiety, this one goes out to you. And nobody wants to talk about it, but
Mhm.
there are those people who are like kind of they're open to speaking to somebody about how it is that they're feeling, if not just dealing with anxiety or depression, just life in general. But especially for guys, like there's a stigma, like nobody gives a shit. Like you're a
Dude,
man,
it's fucking
sack up.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I mean, growing up in Wyoming, it's like fucking grandpa was like a farmer and shit.
yeah,
You know what he do with his shit? He drank it away.
yeah,
So you grow up seeing that shit too, and you're like, is that what I'm supposed to do?
yeah,
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. And you know, there's a line in there about talking to my therapist or him kind of telling me to sack up because that happened in my life too. He's like, you have all these responsibilities, dude. What are you doing about them?
yeah,
I don't fucking know. Like, what am I supposed to do? Um, it's hard reaching out for help,
yeah,
and you know, it's hard admitting it. It's hard seeing it in people when you know they need help too, and they don't say anything about it. And
yeah. Let's see. Move on to a second question here. Um, what is your process? I have the question as this, but I'm going to change it a little bit. What is your process for dealing with performance anxiety? Not just performance, just anxiety and or depression in any sort of aspect of your life.
for the longest time, it was alcohol,
Mm,
and it took me moving away from LA to kind of fix that
yeah.
and figure my shit out. As hippy dippy as it sounds, I am a big fan of meditation now.
Mm.
A few minutes to myself, collect my thoughts, try to calm down my head.
Yeah,
We're all diagnosed with ADHD
yeah.
pretty much at this point. It's just all those fucking thoughts and emotions just kind of center it down to task at hand.
Mhm.
That's the hardest thing I had for the longest time, task at hand. I've been procrastinator all my life too. I push a million things to the last minute and it all runs through my head constantly.
Yeah.
Like right now, I got a million things. I'll do them later because I like your face. But big fan of meditation. When it came to performing, it was a good mix of both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a shot and a beer. I need a minute to myself. Let me just think about chords. Cool, we got this.
Yeah. And
Moderation is key in that point, though.
just something George should take to heart. You got this, dude. Get out of your head.
Dude, I was there too. You remember our first shows? I was a just
Yeah.
stress case, and it all came out in my screaming.
Yeah. All right. This one is kind of a two-parter.
Yep.
What does this song mean to you? And what do you hope it means to others when they hear it once it's released? Um, Part two of it, how do you feel about this song?
Uh, okay. So this song to me, it was a big part of what I like to call my adult life. Me, going to school again in my 30s, holding down full-time job, paying for rent, everything, all it built up to the point where I didn't know how to understand it all. Like depression set in, anxiety, all these things. And I had, I learned how to deal with it and get through. I knew it was a stepping stage in life. When other people hear this song, I hope they know, holy shit, other people kind of go through this. Other people, where I might not be able to say anything. Maybe there are other people that can listen to it. And, even small things like the chorus says, like a hero, I put my shoes on, take those steps out the front door. I look up and see a blue sky. Like that lyric in its own for me, I've had that where, I don't even want to go outside. I might have to go to the store. I might have to go to work. I had to go to class 3 hours ago. I still have two more. Okay, let's just step out, look up, holy shit, you know, the day's still going. I can do this.
Yeah.
More so than a song, it is of dealing with a million things and not having to deal with it. There, with the chorus, I wanted it to feel like small step. Okay, I got this.
Mhm.
I've still got. What the fuck was the second part of the question?
Shit. I'm terrible at this. Oh man. Now I feel like I'm on stage and forgetting everything again, which is
Yeah, that's what I
frequently.
wanted.
But that kind of reminds me of the movie What About Bob?
Dude, yes. That is one of my all-time favorites too, and I have had those days where tiny steps,
Yeah,
tiny steps, tiny
yeah,
steps.
same.
I don't remember the second part of the question. So what do you have when people feel it? And then didn't you have them written down?
I did somewhere. I just don't know where the hell they're at. Um, let me see if I can find them real quick. I will edit this part out.
No,
Where do movies?
shows we're human.
Oh shit. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Oh shit. I don't have them anymore. What is happening?
So is what does the song mean to me and what do I hope it means to others who hear it once it releases? And then the second part.
Oh, okay. Here, the chorus. Uh, wait. Worried about what lies ahead, scared my shadows left my side. What's out there to make me feel fine? And like a hero, I put my shoes on and take those steps out the front door, look up, see the blue sky.
Mm. Yeah, I wrote that.
Yeah.
um, shit. Shadows left my side one. I've had reoccurring. I don't even want to call them nightmares. Not even bad dreams sometimes, but that feeling that like, oh shit, I don't have a shadow, and it's almost like that Peter Pan esque like shadow ran off. I gotta go chase him down,
Yeah.
or my whole self not having it too.
Yeah.
I had that feeling a lot. Just weird anxiety thing laying in bed. Like, oh fuck, my shadow's gone today. It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out.
Yeah. I've definitely been there quite a number of times.
You know.
And I know a lot of other people have also dealt with the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, let's move on to another question. What is your fondest memory on the road, on tour, or playing a show with This Is a Train Wreck? And I feel so weird, like specifically saying this is a train wreck because
I know, right?
uh,
I mean, we've had a lot. We've had our starting is out, and then I left. I've come back. We did a mini tour. I came back. We went to Texas. That mini tour still blows me away.
hmm,
Um, we went from LA, we went to San Diego to Vegas, back to LA, and closed it out. I think more so than just the shows, but just hanging out with my boys again. Like it's so crazy being so far away and wanting to be so close and be a part of everything.
yeah,
Because more so than shows are fucking great.
yeah,
I love playing with you guys. There's just this energy that we all share on stage too that you can't match anywhere.
yeah.
But our time on the road, God, the car stunk, but we're fucking fun together.
Yeah, I remember specifically, and oddly enough, it was the smallest turnout that we had when we played in Riverside, and
Mm,
like there was maybe 8 people in the bar, and only 3 of them were like giving us their attention.
mm,
Um, but like we were having a shit ton of fun, and this is before TJ came along. Seth from Kid Carrion, who everyone should go listen to as
mm,
well. Um, he was filling in as our drummer. It was supposed to be like a momentary thing, but he liked playing with us and hanging out, so we just kind of drug him along. But I do remember having a lot of fun, and eventually people that were walking on the street like popped in, but that was only because we did a cover of a Lizzo song, and they came in and they're like, "What the fuck? What are these white guys doing?"
right?
They were feeling it by the end of it, and that was pretty cool. But also, we had a stupid drunken night in Houston, Texas, and decided to go around the city and let people like
Let
slap the
people
shit out of
slap the shit
us.
out of us. Oh my God. That I think I think you got it the worst of all of us. You had
I
like welts the next day.
my face was tender for a week and a half, like, to the touch. I couldn't lay down on this side. Like I was now I sleep on my left side because my body got so used to laying down on the left side.
We posted on Instagram like last week that chick rocked me too.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, we were all, I'm not saying we were really drunk.
yeah,
Like, we were, what? I think that tab was like $400 between 4 of us, five
yeah,
of us. So, like, we had a good start.
yeah,
And you can see it in my eyes too. After she hits me, you just see me, my eyes roll, and I go silver for like 5 seconds.
yeah. And what people don't know, like we also went to this little shop. I think there's video of it as well. Um, it's people that rent out those scooters and they rent
Oh,
them
okay.
so people can just go around town. And we went to them and we're like, hey, this is what we're doing. Do you guys want to slap someone? And they're like, no, 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 we're working. And you're like, fuck it. I will rent out two scooters, won't take them, but you can slap me still. And they were like so confused, like, what is happening?
I'm paying for your services right now, just not the way you think.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I have most of them still saved on my computer, which I need to like pull out and like share with the world.
Hmm.
All right. I have another question for you moving on here.
Okay.
Um, describe your worst performance and what did you learn from that experience in general, not specifically with the band?
Yeah. Worst performance. Dude, okay, so I was once upon a time 18, 19 years old going to junior college. I was a theater major. Me, theater major, who would have fucking thought, right? But we're doing the show Beauty and the Beast, and me, lanky white guy, was cast as Gaston.
Nice.
I go up for my first solo, blank on the lines, and we have live orchestra and everything. Just forget them immediately, which I've also done with the band too. So I don't know if I learned much more from this or not, but I remember looking down at the pit at the director, being like, I don't know what to fucking do. Roll it again, and
Uh,
just him like freaking out, looking at pages, flipping the
yeah,
band, like the orchestra around, play to here and go to the beginning again. Me walking around, grabbing my mic, looking at the chick that's playing Bell. What's that first line? You tell me. I'm like trying to flex a little bit and shit, and
yeah,
staying within character. I got it eventually,
yeah,
but that sense of just like I just fucked up a whole show.
yeah,
What the fuck just happened? This is all on me. Um, I learned afterwards, like people in the audience, they couldn't fucking tell because I played it off okay. But I mean, I've done it with the band too, where I look over at Johnny right before like a song starts.
mm,
What's the first line? I did in Houston.
yeah,
I think when we played Like a Hero. What's the
yeah,
first line? I know I wrote it,
yeah,
but um, something I learned: act natural. You'll get through it.
yeah,
Even if you miss it, it's not the end of the fucking world.
no. Something that I need to I've actually gotten better because I've been told like in the past whenever I messed up specifically with like playing guitar I'd like make a face
Yeah,
and
we
now
all know that face.
yeah our buddy Edwin like told me like dude they don't know what you're playing and what you're supposed to be playing
Yeah.
like just keep going so now I've gotten to the point where I smile when I mess up which is now giving it away for everyone whoever the hell is going to watch this um but I've been there. I've been there.
It's fun,
Yeah.
kind of, sometimes.
All right. I got one more question for you.
Okay.
No, no, I got two more questions for you.
Shoot.
And then I'll let you go. Um, let's see. What strengths do you have that you believe make you a good songwriter, musician, or your actual profession teacher?
Oh, well, it's definitely a big change going from being on stage playing with the punk band to teaching elementary school, which is what I do now. I say this, I've said this in job interviews a million times. Empathy.
Mm,
It's my number one trait. I care about who listens to the shows, like music, what they think about it. I care, even in the teaching sense, I care about all my students. I want to know what's going on in their life because how can you be in someone's life, for 3/4 of a year, seeing them mostly all the day without being like, how's your weekend? What are you
yeah.
doing? Like, wondering what's going on with their lives. And I always thought that with our listeners too. because there's no point in writing stuff and hoping people listen to it without knowing what their reactions are, what it means to them. Um, yeah, that's always been my biggest thing,
It's a good thing to have.
right?
Yeah.
I like to think so.
All right. I will let you go. Just want to say one more time, thank you, Sterling. He is the mastermind behind the
And
lyrics for Like a Hero. I do remember you bringing it, and we were in the car. Sorry, I'm going off here.
no, I was gonna bring up this story too.
Yeah. And like you were like worried. You're like, "Oh, this is what I have." And I don't remember if we intended to record it. But I remember you singing it, but you were so like,
I sang it like an octave low, like a
yeah,
hero. I put my and I remember you stopping the track, and you're like, "All right, dude, I mean this in all sincerity, but like, pull your head out of your ass and just fucking sing it."
I do
Like,
remember
put
that.
an emotion. Like, I can already tell. Like, these are pretty heavy lyrics. Like, put the fucking emotion behind it.
Yeah, yeah, I do remember. In my garage, I believe it was. We did this, and we actually went back to you. I think it was like 2 years ago, or was it
It was
last year with Jonathan to
it was
record.
technically 2 years ago. It was like November.
Yeah, yeah. We did a 24-hour trip from LA to
Logan, Utah.
yeah,
Yeah.
to record Sterling, because I was the one that was taking like the lead vocals, and I was like, this doesn't feel right to me. We need to bring in the guy that actually sang the fucking song. So you have a feature on all of the streaming platforms as well as Trevor because he's no longer with the band.
Right.
Um,
Trevor actually ended up writing the lines that we had a fill in the song that I
yeah,
was like, I don't know what to put there.
yeah,
And Trev wrote like just beautiful little snippet that fits so perfect.
yeah, and he did that. I think as before that sentence was done, like, hey, we need something here. It's empty, and then he just like spit it out
Yeah.
within like a minute, and we're like, oh shit, that works.
And
So
I loved it. First, I
all
don't
over
know, first
Trevor.
time I heard it, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, Trev.
yeah. Um, but I will let you go. I know you are a busy guy. Um, my last question to you
Mhm.
is pick a number 1 through 15. Don't pick number 6 or 7 for me to answer one of these questions.
It has to be lucky number 13.
13. It's actually my favorite number. All right, Sterling, thank you so much. Again, Like a Hero is going to be everywhere on April 19th. Yeah,
Fucking listen to it.
yes, we
I
promise
think it's
you will enjoy it one way or another. Um, and yeah, I just want to say thank you, Sterling, for jumping on, talking with me. Hopefully, it wasn't too terrible.
only this thing right here. Terrible. Fucking with you. You know I love you, Paul. I would do this anytime.
Love you too, man. All right. I hope you have a good day. I
You
will
too,
talk to
buddy.
you soon.
Okay.